Alright guys, I'm doing Gwent tutorials, just 4 of them, 1 for each deck. I'm trying to find difficult opponents, but I don't remember where all of them are. Except the guy in Novigrad.
Tiring job. Need a break,
So,
maybe? Relax a bit.
anyone's guess if this is one of them or not. I'm near the harbor, where the magical appearing tower quest is. So we're starting with Northern Realms, since that's generally what you start with, and let's just talk about the hero powers, or leader abilities. So this one sucks because it doesn't just play Impenetrable Fog from nothingness, it has to be in your deck. And there's only like a couple of decks in the game that you actually want to run Impenetrable Fog against. So, and this is what you start with, but that one's not very good. This one is a little better because it doesn't require the cards, so you don't have to have clear weather for this to work. But it's still not very good because weather effects aren't that big of a deal, usually. But I could see playing this every once in a while. Siege Master is extremely good because, well, relative to his other powers. Because it's just a Commander's Horn, and Commander's Horns are excellent. And this one is okay, but there's so few siege decks in the game that it's not that good. It's only good against other Northern Realm decks. And there's only one of those in the game that's that difficult. The Bernard guy, the gnome, dwarf, whatever, in the Gwent tournament, the first opponent. But he always seemed pretty easy anyway, so this is generally what you want to go with. The Siege Master. And full test is the king from The Witcher 2 that gets assassinated. But don't know if that's a spoiler, who knows. So here's my deck. It's not optimized as far as I know. Yeah, it's definitely not optimized. So I'm still running crap like Vest and Sheila, so I can get rid of those. And you want to run every spy, of course. And this is the best normal medic in the game as far as I know. Non-hero medic, of course. But since I have all the cards now, I can put these in the deck, which are completely insane. But I still have 24 unit cards, and you only need 22, so I could probably take out other siege pieces or Death Mold. But Death Mold is 6, so it's probably worth keeping. I'll just take out Sultan. And obviously I run all the neutral hero cards. And the Northern Realm hero cards are actually very bland, since they all do nothing. So they're not... None of these are extremely good, but the reason why the deck is good is because you get spies, including the best spy in the game, which is Thaler, other than the Mysterious Elf, of course. You run decoys. Against some decks you might want to run 3 decoys. And you can run 1 or 2 Commander's Horn. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. Since you're using a fair amount of normal units, the Commander Horns are pretty good. But you could probably not run Commander's Horn since you've already got the hero power. So I'll start the match. Alright. Your opponent going first is always good. Let's see here. Since he's playing a monster deck, I know he can't have spies that I can decoy, so the decoys are not very good. And I have double Commander Horn. And the first turn I'm just gonna start dumping spies, because you have a round to lose, so you just want to gain card advantage. Oh, I made a mistake in deck building, but I can have 3 of these guys in the deck, the Blue Stripes Commando. But I only have 2. So I could have put another one of these in instead of Zoltan. Also a very good card. This guy's deck is probably not that great since he's running these, but he might just be running everything. And he's already way overcommitting to the board, so we basically already won. He does have a really good hero power, but he's not going to use it intelligently or at all, so it doesn't really matter. And now we just play Mysterious Elf. As long as you have 1 spy in your opening hand, you should be able to draw another one. And pretty much instantly win the game. Now we just pass. The Northern Realm ability is gain a card when you win the round, so if you can do it efficiently, it's worth just winning the round. The first round. Okay, so what should I play? I think just one of these is probably fine. Yeah. Now draw a card. And I got Triss maybe? I got a hero card, whatever it was. So now I don't have the type bond ability, so this isn't quite as insane. It would get up to 16. So you have two 16s, and then you can Commander's Horn that and have two 32s. The opponent probably has Scorch, so if I had that, then I would want to play all the hero cards first so that the opponent wastes all his cards. So that's what I'm going to do. Against monster decks in general, usually they won't be running these super crappy minions, and they'll just run the 3 good combos, which is Arrakis, the Crones, and the Vampires. So you really want to try to get them to play all 3 of those, but if you don't draw your spies, it's very possible to lose. If you do draw your spies, it's pretty difficult to lose with Northern Realms and with the Nilfgaard decks, because they're both extremely good. The reason I just play out the game instead of winning it immediately is just to see how high the number can get, basically. But since you went first, we're already super far ahead. And I'll bypass doing the last 2 Commander Horns. Well, actually, I could have had all 3 rows horned. So that one's his Dandelions in play only adds 2, but 140 is not too bad. And that guy was pretty easy to play against, so I'll try to find somebody else for the next video, but I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully that's somewhat informative as far as how Northern Realms is played.